Abby Andrew back on the René of Paris channel today for another live stream. Really excited to be with you all here today, and today's topic is going to be about New Year's looks. So happy New Year to everyone. Very exciting. I feel like for me, for some people the New Year is just like another date and it's not a big deal, but for me I feel like it always motivates me to jump into New Year's resolutions, start new goals, and for some reason just having the celebration of jumping into a new year really gives me that motivation I need sometimes to accomplish these new goals. And today I'm going to be talking about really exciting wig related topics with the new year. So I have a whole bunch of wigs around me to talk about some looks that I want to try wearing more often in the new year, some new styles. I really love having a kind of like refresher and try to go for new styles that I maybe haven't worn as often or that I really like and want to wear more often. Hey Alexander, Happy New Year. How are you? Thanks for joining the live stream. Very excited to share all these with you today because I feel like coming live on René of Paris for these live streams, I like to really make the focus about these really fun styles that you might want to check out and try for yourself. So in the comments below, as I'm showing these styles, definitely let me know some of your top favorite wig styles from the past year, from your whole wig wearing experience. And I'm also going to be talking about some New Year's resolutions, so definitely comment your New Year's resolutions as well because I get really motivated with New Year's resolutions. So I'll mention some of mine later, some that are wig related and some that are not. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into some of these new styles that I have around me. So some of these are new to my collection, some have been out for a long time. And in general, so everyone wears wigs a little bit differently and just kind of has a different approach, different way of wearing it, and they're all valid and they're all based on how you like to wear wigs and what's comfortable for you. So for some people, they just like to wear one style or maybe stick to a same family of colors, family of style, and kind of stick with that general category, and that's totally fine. I used to do that myself, where I used to only wear one wig, and whenever I got a new wig, it would just be to replace the old one. So I would always stick with one style that was familiar and comfortable. But over the years of wearing wigs, I really wanted to get to a place where I could change up my wigs all the time. So that's always one of my kind of New Year's resolutions, just to continue doing that. So that's why I'm going to be showing you some really fun different styles today. So if you're someone that usually just wears the same style and color, then maybe one of your New Year's resolutions could be to try out some other styles that are outside of your comfort zone. Now, of course, this is so not mandatory if you wear wigs, if that's something you don't think you even want to work towards. But if you're someone who would like to try out wearing different styles, then I definitely encourage you to maybe try out in 2023 doing this a little bit more often. Some ways that you could do this, if you kind of want to test it out without putting yourself too much out of your comfort zone. Let's say, for example, you always wear short brunette wigs like the one I'm wearing now. This, by the way, is Sybil in Ginger Brown from the Amore Collection, which is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. This is a really nice lace front and monofilament cap, and it's just so insanely natural. This is definitely going to be one of the wigs that I predict that I'm going to wear a ton in 2023. I've had it for a bit now, and it's just such a gorgeous wig. I always talk about my go-to wigs and what I refer to as go-to wigs are wigs that I tend to wear every day. I feel like I can just throw on without having to think too much about how it looks, and I know it'll always look natural and good. And two of my favorite styles that are in this category are Cody and Tatum from the Amore Collection, which are both short-ish styles. I don't have them around me right now to show, but I think this will definitely kind of start to be grouped in with those for 2023 as one of my new go-to wigs that I would wear all the time. So yes, super gorgeous. Like, look at that. With the monofilament wig cap, you can really change the part and still have that really natural looking hairline. So it gives you a ton of styling flexibility and it just makes it look incredibly natural. Like, just look at that. So amazing. So again, this is Sybil from the Amore Collection, which did come out this past year. So that is one of the newer releases from 2022, which is absolutely gorgeous. And this color is really fun too. What I was saying before though, is let's say for example, you're someone that always wears short, straight brunette styles, and that's kind of been your comfort zone with wigs, but you do want to get to a point where you're changing it up more regularly. You can do one of two options. You could either get a different style in the same color, so you're only changing one factor. So let's say you like ginger brown, but you want to try out a curly style or a long style. You could try to get that color in a different style. And if you want to see, like, let's say you really like the color ginger brown, for example, you can go onto our website, reneofparis.com, and search by color. And once you do that, it'll show all of the different wig options that are available in that color. So you can find other similar styles that you might want to try and pick that up in the same color. Alternatively, something else you could do is maybe get the same style in different colors. So let's say you're really comfortable wearing Sybil, for example, but you want to try changing up the color, then you can just go and see the other color options and try out one of those. Something really fun to do if you do have this option near you is to visit a wig store in person, because you get to try on all sorts of wigs, feel what feels comfortable on you, what looks good on you, what makes you feel confident. And sometimes shopping online can be a little bit difficult to try to imagine what that style would look like on you, but if you go to a wig store in person, a lot of times if they have the style in stock, they're happy to help you try it on, talk about different options with you, and they can really help you find the right wig for you. And if you do want to find a wig retailer in your area, you can use our store locator on our website, reneofparis.com as well. I remember the first time I did that. I've had alopecia since I was about 2. I've been wearing wigs pretty much every day since about the age of 7, but I remember my parents were helping me find wigs for the longest time online, and we had a really hard time finding good options for me because it's just, when you're new to wigs, it can be a little bit daunting. And I remember when I was maybe like 12, I had the experience of going into a wig store with a woman that worked there, was trying on all sorts of wigs on me, teaching me about things like monofilament wig caps like this one, and she's actually the one that introduced me to Cody from the Amore Collection, and it's been a part of my collection ever since. I've always had Cody in my round of wigs, so that is a really invaluable experience if you are able to do that, to go to a wig store in person and figure out what works best for you. Now I'm going to jump into some other styles that are just fun to show, and something else that I thought might be fun as kind of like a New Year's resolution for me is I like makeup. Not everyone likes makeup, not everyone wants to wear makeup, but for me, I typically wear the exact same makeup look every day. I just wear my brows because I don't have brows myself because of alopecia. I wear a pretty similar eyeliner every day, and then my lashes. But something I really want to start doing is experimenting more with fun colors. So more fun eyeshadows, more fun lipsticks and things like that. Lipstick especially can be a little bit out of my comfort zone because I tend to usually just wear a neutral lip, a light baby pink. But what I thought would be fun today is, as I'm showing you all the different wigs that I have around me, would be to put on a different lip color for each wig and just see how other options that look good. So I already have a pretty neutral basic lip on right now. So let's see if I can put my mirror down here. I'm trying to place it better. But I'm gonna try putting on like more of a baby pink for this one and then change it up as I do the different looks. So let's see here. I didn't leave a good placement for my mirror. I'm just gonna put this here. There we go. But I have my whole bin of different lipsticks with me, so I wanted to show maybe some different wig styles with different lip colors, because it's really fun to incorporate makeup into wig looks as well. Now, that's something to mention as well. If you're trying a new wig style and you're maybe not comfortable with it yet, but you want to get more comfortable wearing that new wig style that's new to your collection, maybe you're just not used to seeing yourself in it, I definitely recommend that when you get a new wig, try wearing it around the house more often. Get yourself comfortable wearing it around the house, try it in different styles, put it up in a ponytail, wear different hair accessories. Just try out the different ways you can wear it at home. And another way you can do this is if you are someone that wears makeup, you can try different makeup looks with different wigs. A lot of times when I wear different styles, I change up the shape of my brows. If I'm wearing a lighter color, I'll wear a lighter brow. If I'm wearing a darker color, I'll layer the brow product and wear a darker brow. And then similarly, you can try out different lip colors with different wigs as well and just see what you think works best. So for this one, I might either start neutral and go for like a light pink, or we could do a bright red, might look fun with this. Maybe we'll revisit the red at the end, because as I'm taking off different lip colors, it's gonna be harder to get the color off entirely if I'm doing it. So let's just start with a pink. I'm not going to focus too much on precise application because I am going to be changing it a couple times throughout this video. But I do think a color like Sybil and Ginger Brown, the color is Ginger Brown, it's this beautiful kind of medium to dark brown shade. I think this looks really nice with a neutral pink. So I really like that look. And of course this lipstick is more of my comfort zone lips. So as we go through, again, new year, new looks, we're gonna try out some other fun bright colors as well. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jump into a completely different end of the spectrum, which has been one of my favorite wigs of 2022 and will definitely become one of my top favorite wigs of 2023 as well, because I'm just starting to wear it even more often. And I love this wig for so many different purposes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Switching from Sybil to Mod Sleek in the color Grape Burst from the Muse collection. Now, This color is probably one of my favorite colors from all of our René of Paris lines. The Muse collection in general has some really awesome color options, so if you want to experiment more with fun colors, definitely check out that line. This one is so gorgeous. It also kind of reminds me a little bit of Tatum from the Amore collection, but just maybe with like a longer wispier bang. Okay, I'm just gonna brush this out a little bit. I also really love how natural the lace front and lace part looks on this as well. As you can see, it just really has that super natural look. If you brush it back, you get that natural hairline. It's very natural looking. And what I love about fun, bright colors with a good wig cap like this one is that it makes it look more like your own hair dyed that color, because the wig cap itself looks so natural that most people that would see this, especially if they're not familiar with wigs, they're not familiar with things like lace front, lace part, they're just gonna assume that's your hair growing out of your head. So the cool thing about this is, even though it's this gorgeous purple color, is people will see this and just think it's your hair dyed purple. Now, for some of us who wear wigs, we're totally fine with people knowing that it's a wig. I'm in that territory. But before I was more comfortable with that, I used to be really, really nervous about people knowing that I was wearing a wig. And I know a lot of you watching this might be in the same boat, and that's totally fine. If you don't want people to know you're wearing a wig, they don't have to know. And with features like this, it looks so natural that no one's really gonna question it. Funny story is I've had times where I was wearing a wig cap kind of similar to this, where it looked really natural, and I told someone I was wearing a wig and they didn't believe me. So that just really goes to show how natural these hairlines really are with these wig caps. That is so essential for a good quality wig. Is a lot of people talk about like the actual hair fiber being good quality, and that of course is a top priority. And all of René of Paris wigs are going to have like that really nice hair quality in terms of not looking too shiny, flowing. If it's synthetic, it still flows like it's human hair. But a big thing that a lot of new wig wearers overlook is the wig cap construction. They'll see like some really cheap wig online and be like, oh, this is so cheap, I'll just get this. But they don't realize that what that comes with is like maybe not the best quality wig cap. It's not gonna fit properly, it's not gonna stay secure, things like that. But with a good quality wig cap, you can get those really natural looking features. And that's what really makes the wig look natural. I love that one. Oh, thank you so much. I really love this one. You should definitely try this. I feel like this fits your aesthetic as well, but this color is so awesome. So I've worn this for costume cosplay looks, but then I also love wearing this for like an everyday look as well. And again, it kind of reminds me of Tatum from Amore, which I mentioned before as being one of my favorite go-to wigs. So this is kind of like Tatum, but a little bit thinner with a thinner bang, kind of more of a wispy bang. Really love the look of this. So similar, but a little bit different. You just said, which style is that? Raven vibes. I was just about to say I have used this for a Raven costume. So such a perfect color for Raven if you're familiar with the DC universe, Raven from Teen Titans. So perfect for that. But because it is so natural looking, it also works for a day-to-day look. And I love wigs like that where I can wear them for cosplay, but then I can also wear them regularly and they still look really good quality. So the style, again, is Mod Sleek from the Muse Collection in Grape Burst. Love it. Absolutely love it. The Muse Collection wigs are just all in my list of favorite wigs. Every single one of them from the Muse Collection is on my list of favorite wigs. I have another one that I'm going to show in a minute, but I just wanted to mention this. It is heat friendly as well. So another fun way you can change up your look for the new year is with heat friendly synthetic wigs. You can try to curl it if it's straight or straighten it if it's curly and play around with that. A couple of things to note is not every wig is going to be heat friendly, so before styling a wig, make sure 100% that it is heat friendly. You do not want to damage your synthetic wigs if they're not heat friendly. But also the temperature that you use for heat friendly synthetic is much lower than you would use for human hair, so definitely check the tag and make sure you know that heat limit. And another thing to note as well is once you change the style of a heat friendly synthetic wig, it will then hold that style. So let's say you curl this, that will be the style that the hair kind of sticks with until you change it again with the heating tool. Now, if it is a synthetic wig, we also do have a synthetic wig hot tool with René of Paris, and we do have videos about that on our channel as well, but only with that tool you can actually style like regular synthetic wigs as well, but definitely watch the video on that tool if you're not familiar with it, because you don't want to go using any old hot tool on your synthetic wigs, but the specific René of Paris hot tool that is designed for synthetic wigs, you can still kind of change up the styles of any synthetic wig with that as well. So go check that out. That is such a game changer with wigs because you can really kind of change up the different Like let's say you want the hair to kind of flip out more, you can change it, just change little things like that. So yes, the hot tool looks very cool. It is very cool. It is such a game changer because just little things like changing the way the hair flips, just adding a slight wave, straightening a curly wig. There's just so many things you can do to it, and it just gives so much more flexibility. Now we're gonna try another lip color with this wig, and I actually wore this wig recently to an event that I went to where I was going for like a fully purple look, so I tried out a purple lip with the wig and it looked really nice, so I'm gonna try that as well. Does the heat tool revive the fibers like steaming? So yes, basically it can really help with that kind of wig maintenance. If the wig, it won't fix like if you have really bad kind of friction frizz damage with a much older wig, it's not going to fix that perfectly and entirely, but it can really help kind of tame that down a little bit if you're just starting to get like the beginnings of friction frizz. It can very much kind of help tame that a bit and keep it looking nice. So of course, even with the hot tool, wigs are eventually going to get older, but it's just a good way to kind of maintain the shape of the wig and the way you want to style it. So I'm gonna try this purple lip gloss. I've tried like a really bright purple lip with this, like a liquid lipstick, but this is kind of like a really nice gloss. Glosses like this are a really fun way to experiment with a new color without having to be too bold, because it's still just kind of like a neutral gloss, but I really like the color. This lip gloss also smells really good for some reason. So this is definitely in my list of predictions that I'm going to wear a ton in 2023. I have like a short list of wigs that I just know are going to be some of my go-to wigs in 2023. And I'm sure there's wigs that haven't even come out yet that are definitely going to be on that list. So of course I can't predict everything, but any style that's a fun color is automatically going to be on my list of favorites. Again, I'm just kind of putting the lip on a little bit haphazardly because I am going to be taking it off for each wig, but here is this one. Yeah, I really, really love this style. It is just so gorgeous. Again, heat friendly, so you can change it up a bit. That's kind of what the bangs look like if it's all pushed forward. And with because it is heat friendly, you can use a tool to kind of style the bangs how you want to. So if you want to kind of like train them to stay to the side, I kind of did that a little bit. Or you can just brush them back. Yeah, I think right now I kind of have them trained to go to the side because I like that look, but you have a lot of flexibility. And because you do have that lace front, lace part, you can brush it to the side and still have that hairline look really natural as well. So definitely on my list of favorite wigs at the moment, and definitely a style that I think I'm going to wear a lot in the new year. The Lavish Waves Dusty Rose is my favorite right now. I love that color and style so much as well. It is so fantastic. And again, that Lavish Waves in Dusty Rose is also in the Muse collection. So definitely a good collection to check out if you want to experiment with more fun colors. While I'm at it, I might as well show the other wig that I have from the Muse collection here because I am talking about it. Really love this style and color. This one is Silky Sleek in the color Smoky Forest. So Smoky Forest is just a color that is so gorgeous to me. It is so beautiful. It is just kind of, it's exactly what the name kind of describes, is like a kind of smoky kind of green, smoky forest. And especially on this style, it just looks so sleek. And when I have a fun color like this, like I was saying before, there's certain elements with the wig cap and with the way the hair is colored that just makes it look like your own hair dyed that color. So for example, Smoky Forest has this root here, which makes it look like your own hair dyed and the root's just growing out, so it makes it look even more natural. And then because the hair fiber is not too shiny, it flows really beautifully, it really just looks like human hair dyed this gorgeous, gorgeous color. And even if you have hair of your own and you wanted to dye it this color, it would be such a process at the hair salon. So it's also a really fun way to try out new colors without having to commit to it full time, without having to go through damaging your hair if you have hair of your own and things like that. You can just wear it for a day and not have to commit to it. And just look how beautifully this flows. I love this one so much. So definitely predicting this will be one of my top wigs of 2023. And if maybe that can be one of your New Year's resolutions as well, if you do want to experiment with a new hair color, if you're maybe thinking about dyeing your hair a color, if you do have hair of your own, you can just get a wig in that color and try playing around with it, see how you like it. And then you can still decide to dye your hair that color, or you can just have the wig for those occasions to try it out. Sorry, I think someone rang the bell downstairs, but I have roommates that will address that. But yes, I love this color. It is just so pretty. I want to try a different lip color with this as well, but I don't know what else would look good because I feel like this purpley color already looks pretty good with it. I feel like this is why I struggle to change up my lip color more often because like it already looks good with it, so I wouldn't even know what else to wear. I do have this fun color. I would have maybe worn this with the purple wig that I was wearing a minute ago. Maybe a darker lip. Let's see. I'll go for this like really dark lip. Let's just try it because part of this live stream was that I was going to try to change my lip for every wig, so I don't want to give up now, even though this does look good together. Let's try this one. This makeup wipe is going to be chaotic by the end. Okay. Let's try this one. This is a lipstick that I bought on a whim because it was on sale. Again, I'm trying to add more colors to my collection, so let's just give this a shot. If I had a lip liner, this would definitely look a lot better. If I don't have a lip liner, sometimes I just take the natural kind of point of the lipstick and use that as a lip liner. Even a mauve could be pretty too. Ooh, I agree with that. That's a good idea. I do like this though too. Ooh, wow. Okay, so it looks pretty similar to the color I was wearing a minute ago. But I do love a dark red lip like this, so I like this a lot. I feel like this would look really good with the first wig that I was wearing too. Look at the fuzz on my lip. Okay. I kind of want to throw Sybil back on for a minute just to see what it looks like with the dark lip. So again, this was Silky Sleek in Smoky Forest. Let's see. Yep, okay, yep. This colored wig style definitely looks good with the kind of dark red lip. This looks great. Especially if I did kind of like a smoky eye, if I was trying to wear like more colors more often. Okay, again, Sybil in Ginger Brown from the Amore Collection. Gorgeous, one of the really gorgeous newer styles from one of the collections. This is Sage in the color Moonstone. Love that. And the same thing applies that I was just saying before about Smoky Forest, is that with a rooted color like this, it really just looks like your own hair dyed that really fun color. And again, trying to achieve a color like this on your own hair would be so difficult. So even if you had your own hair, this is just such a great way to try other fun colors. I just love it. And it has that lace front going on. I think it has lace front, lace part. So it's very natural looking, so you can really kind of brush the style back and have it look natural. Kind of like change up the way the hair flows. Just doing that. I feel like this style really calls for like that pulled back look. Oh my gosh, yes. I love this. I really like it with this red lip too, but maybe we'll try a different one for fun because that is the goal of this video, is to do a different lip for everyone. Comment below what lip color I should try next. I feel like red is just the obvious one with this, and I'm already wearing a red. I could try the bright red maybe. But I feel like this dark red looks so nice. I love how invisible the lace on the wigs are too. Yes, me too. It's just so amazing. And it's so nice. This is another thing to note about René of Paris wigs, is that the lace front comes pre-trimmed. I feel like lace front used to really intimidate me from like other wig companies because you would have to trim it yourself and make sure it looked good. And I was always so scared to damage it or mess it up in some way. But with René of Paris wigs, it comes pre-trimmed. So right out of the box, you can just put it on your head and you don't have to glue it down or anything like that. It just automatically looks natural and is so easy to figure out and wear. I just got Sage the other day and Ren. Those two, I wish I had Red with me now too, because that's definitely on my list of favorites. I have Ren in Watermelon R, and I love that style color combo. Watermelon is definitely one of my new favorite colors as well, because it's just beautiful kind of pink tinted blonde. It's like a pink color basically, watermelon. Definitely check out that color if you're not familiar with it, but I love that one. Okay, well, first, something I want to do while I have this lipstick on is I'm going to use that classic old makeup trick. Does anyone else do this, where you just take some of the lipstick and use it as blush? Hopefully this isn't going to be too dark. But I feel like this wig color just calls for like a darker blush. Okay, it's a little darker than I thought it would be. That little dab of color really went a long way, but just going to blend that in. I really like the look of this though. A little bit less on this side maybe. It's kind of like the blush look of going like across the bridge of the nose, almost like a natural sun-kissed look. Yeah, I really like that, especially with a color like this. That's what I was talking about before, is when I'm trying a new style or a new color, changing up my makeup is always key, because with different hair shapes, sometimes like different bangs and different cuts, I like to change my brow shape. Like for this wig, maybe I'd go for like a little bit more of an angled brow as opposed to a straighter brow. And if I'm wearing a darker wig, I would darken the brow. But even something like face makeup, because it's a lighter color, I like to have a little bit more color in my face so I don't look too washed out. So with a really light kind of platinum color like Moonstone, I like to put a little bit extra blush so it just kind of adds more color to my face overall. And I really like just what that little subtle hint of color added to this look. And this, I just love. It's like, and I feel like it's a style that you can really kind of like flow around, and it just looks better and better the more you kind of like mess it up, because it doesn't like tangle, it just gets really like voluminous, and the curls really kind of shine and show. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but like the more you kind of move it around, it just looks so gorgeous and natural. Have you been liking that brow pen you showed? Yes, so I made a TikTok, not a TikTok, a post on Instagram actually, of this brow pen that I have. Do I have it in front of me? Yeah, it's just this one I've been trying that has like a little 3-prong brow pencil. And it's like a 24-hour waterproof brow tattoo. And this has been a really good option, by the way, for anyone who has alopecia or maybe has really light brows. This has been a really good product. This is also something that I'm going to use a lot in 2023 as well on that New Year's topic. But just to show how it works on my hand. This isn't really, I think the one I have is also already a little bit dry, so it's kind of hard to show. But there we go. Really have to like get the product out, but that's a bad example, but you can kind of show how it leaves like individual brow hair effect. And then it's very, very waterproof. So once I put this on, it just lasts so nicely. So I actually bought this like months and months and months before I used it. And then I had it in my house and just never tried it before because I forgot I had it. And then I found it again and it was in the package, but I think the one I have is maybe a little bit dried out already just because it was sitting around my house for so long, but it's definitely a fantastic product. Like now that it's on my hand and I smudge it, it just like does not budge. So it's absolutely amazing. And waterproof brow products are really hard to find. And that's something that I feel like people with alopecia or brow hair loss talk about a lot, is that you might have your favorite go-to brow product, but then let's say you want to go to the pool or the beach, you're just still worried about it washing off. So something like this is just absolutely a game changer for waterproof brow products for alopecia because it looks so natural. I did wear it earlier. I kind of layered it with a couple of other brow products, but you can see the effect of the individual brow hairs. And then it's very, very waterproof. So definitely a great product. Did I change my lip yet for this? I'm just going to change wigs because I feel like I've been wearing this lip for this whole time. I might as well just move on to the next one. This next style, I have this style with me in 2 colors, so I'll show both. This is definitely on my list of favorite 2022 wigs. It's on my list of all-time favorite wigs. It's on my list of favorite long wigs. It is just a favorite in my collection, and if you're familiar with the style, it's probably already a favorite in yours. But I have a classic. You guys already know which one I'm talking about probably. This is Angelica from Noriko. And this is in the limited edition color Peach Sherbet. Love this one. This is definitely a style that I wore a ton in 2022. We'll definitely wear a ton in 2023. Oh, your eye makeup looks great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Angelica is a cool style because it comes in a couple of different versions. There's Angelica basic cap or like machine tied cap. There's Angelica large cap. And then some of the limited edition Angelicas come with a lace front as well, but not all. So always make sure that when you're picking up an Angelica for yourself that you check which one you're getting, because there's so many different Angelicas out there. But it's really nice that there's so many different options so you can figure out which wig cap and option works best for you. I think there's also a partial monofilament Angelica as well. So you can check out the website, our website, RenéWithParis.com, to see all the different options. But this is one of the limited edition colors that came out that I just absolutely love. Any color that's just like a fun, bright color is definitely on my list of favorites. And if you are interested in any of the limited edition colors, you can always reach out to any wig retailer that sells René of Paris wigs and make a special request for that limited edition color if it is still available, because they're only available for a limited time. But if it is still available from our company, you can get any wig retailer to pick it up for you. So definitely a favorite of 2022. I wore this so much this year. A style that I really love wearing with this wig is two little like half baby pigtails. Like put one up like this and then one on the other side. I just really love the look of that. I feel like my aesthetic today doesn't match that kind of like cute pop star anime girl kind of style, but when I'm in that kind of vibe, then that hairstyle really fits the outfit. And then I also really love wearing this wig in kind of like a half ponytail as well. And I feel like that also kind of makes it look even more natural and kind of like a casual, because Angelica is like a very glam style that I absolutely love, but then tying it into a half pony kind of gives it like a more casual kind of vibe, but then still looks really gorgeous and glamorous too. So, and again, with that rooted hair situation going on with a color like peach sherbet, it just looks like your own hair dyed this color. Now we are going to try a different lip color for this. Maybe I'll try a mauve-y kind of style with this one. My lips are going to be so stained after this because I'm trying a different lip color for every wig that I wear. It's kind of like a nice lip stain if I just put on a really dark red lip and then just wear it like a lip stain. Okay, let's try, At this point, I feel like any lip color that I put over this is just gonna look like the stained red lip. I have my little basket of lip colors here. I have like this really, really dark color, but this one's very drying, so it looks a little crazy when I put it on. I have like this really bright magenta. That might be fun, like a really fun bright color. I'll try a mauve look for this one. So this is a really nice kind of like tinted lip balm. I really like moisturizing lip products like this as well, because it really just keeps it looking like moisturized, but still have like a nice tint of color. I really love that liquid lipstick trend. I loved it when it was big, but I feel like it was so drying. Like this one, for example, is such a really nice kind of dark color, but it's so drying on my lips that I can't really wear it that often. I just like these kind of like lip tints instead. It's also just so easy to put on, but I feel like the lipsticks, like stained lips from the previous lip is still kind of showing through. But yes, mauve is my go-to color for everything. Yes, I love mauve. Like, the ones I always keep in my makeup bag are this one that I'm wearing now, but I feel like the color's not really showing too well. And I also really like this kind of neutral baby pink. Or 90% of the time, I feel like I just wear a really neutral lip liner with a really neutral gloss just to have something on my lips, but I usually keep it pretty simple. But again, one of my New Year's resolutions is to try to incorporate more fun colors into my looks, so I guess that's gonna be part of it. I'm really tempted to just put this on. I'm gonna put it on. But I feel like that lip balm was already so neutral, I could just put anything over it. Sometimes that really cheap lipstick smell is just really nostalgic for some reason. Just like, this is like a really cheap lipstick, but it just reminds me of like that makeup you get when you're a kid that's just like fake makeup. That's a really fun color. I feel like a lot of these are looking the same on camera. I swear they're different. I'm trying my best to incorporate different colors. Okay, now let's go ahead. I have this style in a different color as well. So this isn't exactly one of my New Year's resolutions, but it was something I've just been trying to do more often. I was actually doing it a lot leading up to the new year, is because I have such a large wig collection, which I'm so blessed to have. I just am really, really thankful for the amount of wigs that I have in my collection. It's just so fantastic. But something I'm trying to do more often is try to wear a different wig every single day. Now again, that's not something that a lot of people would want to bother doing because they're comfortable wearing what they want to wear, and that's fine. But I have so many wigs that I love so much, but then I'll sometimes just get into like a comfort zone with one wig and just automatically go towards that one every day. So I'm trying to just incorporate more fun styles and colors because I love them all. Okay, yes, same style in this gorgeous color. Again, this is one of the limited edition ones. Probably, I think these two that I just showed are my two favorite limited edition colors, but this is Angelica in Sea Glass. So gorgeous. It's just such mermaid hair. I think I actually did a mermaid makeup look on this channel a while back with this style because it's just so mermaidy. Also try like a braid in this too. Let's see how that looks. Sometimes doing a braid when you have a lot of layers can be a little difficult because the layers kind of pop out of the braid too much, but I feel like that would look really pretty in a style like this. My problem is I barely leave the house. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and when I go out, I wear a wig. I feel like lately I've been staying in a lot too because I work from home and it's cold out lately. But that's one of my New Year's resolutions actually this year is to, for one, this is a kind of an unofficial excuse me, an unofficial New Year's resolution for me is to get ready every single day, even if I'm not going out on certain days. This looks actually really cute, Angelica. Okay. This looks cute. I don't have my hair tied, but this looks really cute. I'm trying to get myself to get ready every single day, even if I am staying home. And that's just a personal one for me because I feel like on days where I don't get ready, I just feel like my day never started. And by get ready, I just mean like, for me, do like a little bit of my daily makeup, like my brows, put on some sort of cute outfit. I feel like it just makes me feel more motivated, like I started my day. But definitely that's not for everybody. For people who wanted to stay in their comfy clothes, that's so good too. And I definitely have days like that. I feel like I have different layers of comfy clothes. I have like the ones that I will literally wear to bed, and then I'll have ones that are still comfy clothes. Like I'm wearing my really kind of like loose baggy pants right now that I love, but then at least I feel like I got ready for the day, even though they're still comfy pants. I want to start trying that too, just something to feel better and motivated. Yeah, so definitely on days where I'm feeling just kind of out of it, I feel like if I put more time into getting ready that day, then I feel like I actually got myself ready and I just feel a little bit better kind of mentally. And another one of my New Year's resolutions is to make sure I get out and get a little bit of exercise every day, and not for the exercise aspect, but for the fresh air aspect, really. So like sometimes I'll take my dog for a walk who's sitting in my lap. I don't think you can see her, but take her for like a longer walk. Especially on days where I'm just feeling kind of cooped up and unmotivated. I feel like just getting out, getting some fresh air, taking my dog out, going for a jog, something like that just helps me feel better in general. So that's one of my New Year's resolutions too, is just to get outside every single day. And I haven't really done that yet today, so I'm gonna do that as soon as I'm done with this live stream. Just go for a little walk with my dog. But yes. What are all of your New Year's resolutions? I feel like it's so fun to talk about. Some people don't really care about New Year's resolutions. For me, it just always gives me that extra boost that I need to be motivated. Okay, I just have 3 more wigs around me that I'm going to show. Did I put on a different lip for this? I'm getting bad at the different lip situation because I'm running out of lipsticks. And I feel like I'm spending too much time talking about each wig. That was Angelica in Sea Glass. Again, absolutely going to be one of my go-tos in 2023 and has been one of my favorites forever. For as long as I've had it. Okay, next is another fun color, because one of my New Year's looks is going to be to start wearing my fun colors even more often. This is Posh in Aqua Paradise from the Orchid Collection, which is also a heat-friendly wig. And both the Muse Collection and the Orchid Collection are great places to look for some of our really fun colors as well. So this one I love, and again, this one has the lace front lace part that makes it look like the actual wig cap looks a little bit more natural. Of course, this color is definitely a little bit more eye-catching. I love it. I think it's so fun. And it is nice to have the option of having a fun, bright color with a root, like some of the ones I showed before, and sometimes it's nice to have one without the root. So it's really just up to personal preference. Sometimes it's nice to just have that solid color. But then the rooted colors, for example, are really good if you kind of want to have the effect of your own hair growing back in, which also looks very natural. But then the lace front lace part also gives this more of a natural look as well. The short style like this is just so fun too, because a short style like this is just so easy to throw on and not think about. You don't really have to do any styling. I feel like it's just really easy to manage. I love it in kind of like a half pony to make it more of like a casual vibe. So definitely one of my favorites. We have to put on a fun lip for this, right? We have to. I'm going to do some repeats though. Maybe I could put on that dark purple again. Let's see. I wish I had like a bright blue lipstick. Actually, like a dark blue lipstick would be fun with this. My lips are so stained purple right now. Okay. It's like staining my face now too. Ooh, you know what? This is a good one. This is kind of like a dark mauve color. So I'm gonna go with this. Again, my lips are kind of starting to get like stained purple. I'm gonna put a little concealer just around my lips just so it kind of makes my face less stained. I feel like I've never tried on so many, that looks like a goatee, okay. I feel like I've never tried on so many lip colors in one day. But I just love trying the different color options with different styles and different hair colors, because I feel like that's something that really helps me figure out like a way I want to style a new wig that's in my collection. And it's definitely good for kind of a new year, new looks motivation. Okay, this is definitely going to be very drying, especially on top of my already kind of stained lips, but let's see it for the color. Ooh, okay. What was the other color you said would look good with the mauve? I feel like, was it the Smoky Forest? I should put that back on now that I have a mauve-y look on. Okay, wow, that's actually a really fun color to wear with a bright color like this, because I feel like with a bright hair color you can go two options. You can either have a lip color as bright as your hair color and just go all out and be bright in all aspects, or sometimes when I wear a bright color like this, I like to wear more of a neutral lip because it kind of lets the hair be the focus and the bright aspect, and then everything else is a little bit more neutral. So I actually really like the look of this mauve lip with the beautiful Aqua Paradise. That would look pretty with the Moonstone. Oh, you're right. Let's try. Okay, we're gonna backtrack a little. We're just gonna throw them on real quick. We're just gonna see what Moonstone looks like. I think that was actually the last wig I have to show anyway, so I'll just put on some of the ones that I have. Here. Yes, okay, good call on that. Moonstone with a mauve-y lip. I'm gonna use my René of Paris wide tooth comb, which is really nice for just a quick detangle. It's really good for kind of wavy, curly styles as well. Ooh, yes, okay, good idea. Yeah. So the dark red lip I had before looked good, but this mauve color looks so nice with Moonstone. Oh my goodness. Wow, I feel like I'm gonna have to wear this for the rest of the day now. I feel like this is the look for today. But I think I was also gonna try it out with Smoky Forest while we're here, while we have it on. Yep, good call. I think this is the one you said would look good with the mauve color, but good call. Also love this. Again, just what I was saying before, I like wearing a neutral lip with a more vibrant hair color sometimes because it's just kind of like a nice balance. But wait a minute. Now I don't know which one to wear for the day. Should I wear Sage and Moonstone? New look, new 2023 Abby. Is she gonna wear Smoky Forest today, or is she gonna wear Moonstone? And of course both of these Abbeys are still like 2022 Abbeys. They're both timeless looks, but it's more like the ones that I want to wear even more often, because I definitely have my comfort zone wigs that I tend to just throw on every single day as my easy wig, and it's always good to have a wig like that because there's some days where you don't want to think about which wig you're wearing. I like to have a go-to wig for those days, but I am trying to wear my more fun colors more often. So which one should we go with? Smoky Forest would be cute with pigtails. Oh my gosh. That would. I feel like the little half pigtails that I was talking about before would look so cute. Again, this one is Silky Sleek in Smoky Forest. Okay, yeah, this is the this is the one. We're gonna do the little pigtails. I wish I had my hair ties with me, but yeah, this with the little pigtails, it looks kind of like punk rock, but I love it. It's funny how the little half pigtails look on a lot of other wigs just looks like very pop star and cutesy, and then on this wig for some reason it looks kind of like punk rock, and I love it. Okay. Anyway, so these are some of the looks that I'm going to try to incorporate more into my new style for 2023. Of course, I'm not like changing my whole style up or anything. It's more like pieces that I've already had in my collection, wigs that I've already had in my collection that I just want to wear even more often because they're just so fun. And I just love all of these that I showed in this video so much. And of course, if you're watching this live stream and you want to go back and watch from the beginning, or like go back and check which wigs that I showed, you can go check on our page, René of Paris. Every live stream we do will be saved onto there later on. So you can always go back and rewatch certain parts if you want to. It'll all be saved there. And then this live stream is about to end, but once this video is posted on our page, definitely comment all of your New Year's resolutions on that video once we post it, and comment some of your wigs that you predict are going to be some of your go-to wigs. So thank you all so much for hanging out and watching this video. Always love coming on here and playing with new styles, playing with different lipsticks and makeup and things like that. And yeah, I will talk to you guys all next time for the next live stream, and Happy New Year everyone. I hope you had an amazing one.